All right, welcome. We're about to dive into 4 foundational tonifying formulas. Whether you're gearing up for your board exams or just want to get sharper in the clinic, we're going to break these down so they really stick.
You know that feeling, right? Like you're just running on fumes? Well, in traditional Chinese medicine, that's more than just a feeling. It's a whole diagnostic pattern. So what do we do when the body's fundamental resources are running low? Well, that's exactly where tonification comes into play.
Okay, let's get into it. Tonification is a super specific strategy we use when there's a diagnosed pattern of deficiency. This isn't about some quick temporary energy shot. It's about rebuilding the body's core materials from the ground up. You can think of qi as your functional power, blood as your physical nourishment, and yin and yang, well, they're the basic cooling and warming forces. So tonification is all about giving those systems a deep, meaningful recharge.
Now hold on. Before we start building things up, we absolutely have to talk about safety. Tonifying formulas are powerful, potent medicine. They are not daily vitamins you can just take whenever. If you give a tonic to someone who doesn't actually have a deficiency, or worse, has an excess pattern, you can really cause some problems. This is why getting that pattern differentiation right is so critical.
You know, to really get a handle on tonifying formulas, you just need to start with 2 main teams. Think of them as our essential building blocks. One is for building up energy, and the other is for building up substance.
So on one side, we've got ZHEN, our Qi team. This is the absolute gold standard for tonifying the body's functional energy. Then on the other side, we have Tang, the blood team, which is our go-to for nourishing the body's material substance. Seriously, if you understand these two, you've got the key, because so many other important formulas are built right on top of them. First up, let's meet the 4 gentlemen decoction, or ZHEN. It gets its name because the herbs in it are so balanced and harmonious. They just work together perfectly, like 4 true gentlemen, to bring the body's qi back online. So how do you spot spleen qi deficiency? You're looking for a very specific set of clues. A deep kind of fatigue, a voice that's low or weak, not much of an appetite, and loose stools. When you see that whole picture, your brain should immediately jump to ZHEN. It's the textbook presentation. Every formula in Chinese medicine has a kind of hierarchy, right? There's always a chief herb that's running the show. For our Qi team, ZHEN, the undisputed captain of the team, is Ren Shen, which you probably know as ginseng. Ren Shen is the absolute powerhouse in this formula. Why? Because it delivers this incredible 1-2 punch. It powerfully boosts the body's source qi while also strengthening the spleen. And in TCM, the spleen's job is to turn food into energy. So, by strengthening it, you're getting right to the root of the whole problem. Okay, let's move on to our second building block and see how this all connects. Meet Tang, the 4-substance decoction. If ZHEN was all about function and energy, Tang is all about substance and deep nourishment. This lays out the classic signs of blood deficiency perfectly. When the body is lacking that deep nourishment, you're going to see things like a pale, kind of washed-out complexion, maybe some dizziness, and nails that have lost their shine. And since blood is so crucial for the menstrual cycle, irregularities are another huge red flag.
The chief herb leading this blood-building team is Shu Di Huang. This is prepared Rehmannia root, and honestly, its rich, dark, almost sticky nature gives you a pretty good clue about its deeply nourishing properties.
Shu Di Huang is so essential because it does more than just build blood. It goes deeper. It enriches the foundational reserves of the liver and kidneys, what we call the true yin. Just think of it as restoring the body's most fundamental fluids and substances. That's what makes it so indispensable when there's a profound deficiency.
So we have our Qi team and we have our blood team. But what happens when a patient is low on both? Well, we don't have to pick just one. We can combine them and create a true all-star team.
It's actually beautifully simple. You just take the 4 herbs from the Qi team, ZHEN, and you add the 4 herbs from the blood team, Tang. 4 plus 4 gives you 8, and that's the 8 treasure decoction, or Tang. Easy, right? So you'll use this formula when you see that mixed picture. The patient has the fatigue from the qi deficiency, and they have the pale face and dizziness from the blood deficiency. It's a classic formula for postpartum recovery or after a long illness where both qi and blood got totally wiped out. Now, what if that all-star team needs an even bigger boost? What if the patient is not just depleted in qi and blood, but they also feel cold all the time? Well, we can upgrade the formula.
We take our 8-treasure base, Ba Zhen Tong, and we add 2 more herbs to bring the total to 10. We add Huang Qi, which is like a turbo booster for qi, and we add Ro Gui, or cinnamon bark, which acts like an internal space heater, warming the body from the inside out.
This brings us to Shi Quan Da Bu Tong, and its name literally means all-inclusive great tonifying decoction. I mean, the name tells you exactly when to use it, right? For severe, chronic cases of deficiency, where that feeling of internal cold is a big part of the picture. It's perfect for someone who is pale, weak, and just feels cold to the bone after surgery or a major illness. It offers a really complete and warming restoration.
Okay, let's pull this all together. This slide right here is your key takeaway. It's your cheat sheet. You can see the beautiful, logical progression. Start with qi or blood, combine them if you need both, and then add warming herbs for those severe cases with cold. It's really an elegant system of building blocks.
So the real art isn't just memorizing formulas, it's seeing these patterns in your patients. By understanding how these 4 essential formulas are built on top of each other, you gain an incredibly powerful tool. You can look at a patient's complex story, deconstruct it, and then choose the precise building blocks they need to restore their health.